All right, amazing day it is again. Sincere apologies for coming a bit late. I had an emergency and I ensured to go and attend to that emergency, and unfortunately, it took me longer than I imagined. Welcome back to updates, and as usual, and I know I don't bring on the first batch of updates for today. So this is not the second batch. We were supposed to start around 7:30 as I announced earlier, but unfortunately, I had an emergency to attend to, and I had to quickly um, be on those. And I didn't know, I didn't realize that it would take me a lot of time. Please forgive me. I am begging. Emma Bino, Edako. You guys forgive me. Let's get straight into the conversations that we have very, very quickly. So we did hear that EFCC is grilling or has grilled Martins Ose, aka Very Dark Man, and over various petitions against him. They are questioning him over his source of income. How you dey take make your money? Can't tell us. Can't tell us how you dey take make your money. How you dey take generate the content where you get. Who be the people where they give you information? These are some of the questions we're asking him. And the basis of the claims where they make, tell us about them. So all these claims where they make, and including other stuffs where EBC then ask him about. Wow. Okay, we'll let you know as that matter they develop as it be. But moving on to other issues now, Natasha Akpoti's Natasha Akpabio exits panel probing harassment claims, and concerning that exit where EBC exit, some people don't dey raise alarm because Akpabio, in fact, people don't dey tell us Akpabio challenged to defend self before panel probing sexual harassment allegation, because some people don't tell us, say, Oga, come. Will they challenge you, make you can't defend yourself for inside the panel? Shebi, you talk, say you dey innocent. So you can't defend yourself before the panel. Come and defend yourself. Let's even see what it is that you did that you're innocent about or not innocent about. But we'll also let you in on those conversations. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to other issues, still about that. Group demands explanation over Akpabio's withdrawal from presidential probe panel. Say, please, excuse me. Akpabio needs to explain to us why Ingo withdraw himself from that presidential probe panel. And unfortunately, it did like say we they silent over him. We no one talk about him. Now, we'll move on to other issues very quickly as it take they happen. There is a case that I saw here that is so pathetic and it won't make me cry. Now, a particular man will be say them been kidnapped, whether a headsman or bandits been kidnapped him. Bandits kidnapped him, drilled him, and all that. Now they don't rehabilitate that bandit them, bring them back into the society. And the man says, I won't forgive Nigerian government for rehabilitating such a bandit. I won't forgive Nigerian government. Man says after meeting bandits who abducted him and that is now repentant in a mosque in Kaduna Mosque. He meets the man for mosque as he pray. Now he say, I'm not going to forgive Nigerian government for all the things where I go through, then get mine to forgive this person. Nigeria to provide electricity for 300 million Africans by 2030. Oh, stop it. Meanwhile, I never feel given a two point something million people finish. Oh, Speaker Abbas, now you talk about. We will get into that conversation. Now, Achimogo group demands reassignment of case as judge faces suspension. They suspend judge and group, so you're making a reassign the case for Aisha Achimogo, the person who they say an ally to Babajide Sonwolu. Sacked health workers, FCT doctors embark on 3-day strike. Give Wike ultimatum. That is the health workers where Wike sack. Yeah. So the health workers they don't go, they don't embark on 3-day strike. Then they say Wike will give you ultimatum, do this, do that. We're gonna let you in into that. Group don't accuse EFCC of stalling Matiwale's probe, demands immediate action. Say EFCC. We don't see son at the play pasha. Or they deliberately they delay Matewale case. Abi, or no one attend to this Matewale case. Well, Abi, well, that's what the group says. Then moving on to other issues, FG upgraded 38 technical colleges. Will digitize all national examinations by 2027. This according to minister. Now, it may say all technical colleges, government don't upgrade them and say all external examinations or national examinations like WAEC, NECO, JAMB, all of those, then go make and digital. So that means it will be computer-based tests. Now, the reason I thought to raise this conversation is that while that is maybe a welcome development for some people, but something as crucial as WAEC, where it be say, remember, say not be only students where they inside university they write WAEC. People where they write WAEC sometimes now adults where it be say don't they work, we go do adult education now they write WAEC. Tell me how many of them go feed do CBT, that is computer-based test. And while that may also be understanding, these politicians, when they make this law, these politicians, how many of their fellow colleagues as politicians can actually write a computer-based test? It's true. How many of politicians then go fit sit down and write a CBT, a computer-based test? How many politicians? Do you make laws because you just want to make it, or you make laws because there are laws that will favor your people? Remember, saying Nigeria still get predominantly very under literate people. We still get people who know they literate very well. Now you won't go begin write WAEC by CBT for computer WAEC. How do you let them express themselves and all of those? Well, these are some of the questions that we get. But let's delve right into these conversations very, very quickly because time is already gone. And for those of you just joining us, phone lines will be open for you to jump in on the conversation as usual, as fast as possible. Apologies once more for starting way, way behind schedule. So I'll be putting up the number for you to call on the comment section right away. It's already there, the comment section. So oh, thank you so much. I like it. Stop it. I like it. Thank you so much. So I don't put up number where when I go fit use call and the contact to call. You can, get straight into the comment section, and there's a pinned post there. You go fit direct to enter the studio directly, or you call me for WhatsApp for the number with issue. So let's get started with this very dark man's issue, and then we move to Akpabio, we move to Natasha, and the rest of them. So now, we hear that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, today, Monday, don't interrogate social media activist Vincent, Martins Vincent Ose, popularly known as Very Dark Man, over multiple petitions filed against him. Now, the questioning reportedly covered his source of income. That is, they ask and question, they grill am, ask and questions, they come. What thing you they do for a living? Waiting you they work, waiting be your real work, gone, gone, gone. That thing where they do gone, gone, waiting you be. Now, how he generates his fund. How you they take your money? Or you can't tell us about Bobby, come and tell us how you make money. Your content in call, how you they use generate your content. That is who be those people where they give you information where you go come on social media, come they talk with full alacrity. These are the questions they're asking him. Wow. And then they also ask him the basis of the claims he makes on his platform. So come tell us, what be the basis of the claims and what they make? How you they use get the information? What they give you a be guarantee for inside the claims and what you they make for on top of your page? These are some of the questions where they ask Very Dark Man. Now, moving on to other questions and where they ask him, as they don't they grill him, we tell you say VDM, they also question him about the allegations against singer Messi Chinwo. Now, Chinwo, remember, had earlier sued the activist for defamation and criminal defamation, accusing him of falsely claiming she diverted 345,000 US dollars from her former manager Ezekiel. That is Easy Tiabi Music. Onyedikachi. Now, as part of the legal action, Chinwo is demanding 1 billion naira in general damages, 100 million naira in punitive and aggravated damages, and 25 million naira for legal costs, and also a 10% annual interest on the judgment sum until full payment is made. Because of say how you take no, who tell you, who give you the information when it comes social media, they talk with guarantee. Say, oh, I know. And they tell you, Mr. Chinwo collect 345,000 naira. She withdraw him, she diverts. Now waiting EFCC they talk, not be me talk am. Now she is also seeking a public apology from VDM to be published in national newspaper for 14 consecutive days. Say every day of your life. Mercy, calm down. Mercy, have mercy. What is all this, sister? Now say for every day of your life, every day, every day, every day, you could publish one paper, one apology every day for 14 days. Now, a source familiar with the interrogation told newsmen that VDM was asked a series of questions, including how he makes his money, the source of his income, whether a person they give him money. So that is to say that maybe they won't begin use time now, begin probe or bring or rope in people where they dash their money now. Because if you don't dash Very Dark Man money now, they'll come to say, oh, people are sponsoring you against others. People are sponsoring you to use you against others. That now waiting people feel begin talk now. So that's why they're asking him his source of income. If he's saying they're making money from any means, remember they will check that means and find out how that money they use come consecutively from that particular means of platform when saying they make that money from. For instance, if he says, oh, he's paid by YouTube because he's a YouTube influencer, they go to check the alert with YouTube. They will probe your accounts. They go check their alert to know whether na YouTube. If people come dash am money and say, oh, what see you do for them when make them dash you this money for free? What be the work you do for them? So it will now start looking like those money where people they dash am, maybe people they dash am that money, making use and defame other people character. Do you understand? I'm thinking that. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that these are the kind of things they want to find out from him. Maybe, who knows? I mean, this is just us analyzing the situation, right? Now, there were other things that also went down, during that interrogation. As earlier, yeah, the source of his income were also questioned. How he creates his content, that is, waiting they give you the information where they use create your content. How you they use, and this is for everyone who say, oh, you cannot say the truth and go free, you cannot do this. Look at it. Somebody don't they talk with him full chest now. See what they go through. Now me like this will be woman when I not get strength, they go press me. I don't think. Now me go receive beating for EFCC. Do you understand? That is it. So what is the source of your information? Right? And if that source no con source well, or the source no pure well, sorry for you. That's why they're questioning him. And how he obtains information he shares on his social media. Oh, yeah, can't tell us. All those information where you they get, tell me how you use get up. If the people they send them to you, what's be the real intention when make they send them to you? Because sometimes they may send him messages concerning other people. Do you go back to verify from those people to know their side of the story before you come out to speak authoritatively on those? Do you? This is not part of the question. What did they ask him? He was also questioned about Messi Chinwo, which is, some of these allegations or with these things and what they talk. Now, now so you take the EFCC officials grilled Very Dark Man for several hours, as I tell you like this, for inside their agency headquarters for Abuja, because of this matter. According to sources, the question took place at EFCC headquarters in Abuja and was conducted in the presence of his legal representative, will be DG Adeyanju and Marvin Omorogbe. Now, in lawyers, with that they say, they talk say this interrogation started around 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. Now they start to interrogate them. Interrogation called go on. EFCC don't tell people say they arrest Very Dark Man because of the results of different petitions we say they receive from different platforms. Say not be only one platform, but different platforms. And earlier today, I've been playing on a videos or footages of people where say protest over Very Dark Man arrest. Where they talk, say me they free Very Dark Man, say me they carry Yaya Bello, give them Very Dark Man, carry Yaya Bello, give them Very Dark Man. So that protest happened for Abuja. In fact, people carry the protest enter inside the EFCC headquarters for Abuja and the GT Bank branch for Gariki, where EPC they say they arrest Very Dark Man. People carry those protests, enter their con, they say, no go grey, no go grey, make on a free Very Dark Man. This is a very sad development. Earlier today, the spokesperson for EFCC, they don't talk to, I think, BBC Pidgin. They tell them, say, well, say they arrest them because of different petitions. So people petition against them and say they go release them when he meets in bail conditions. But say he just need to answer some questions. Now, waiting make them arrest them. So once he answer the questions, them say they go release them. Yeah, this now just a video of some of the protests we happened today.
Send the message to the world that as Nigerians, we need that. And as citizens of this great nation, we must protest against every oppression. We must protest. We must protest against injustice. We must protest.
All right, so that now waiting happened today for inside EFCC. The people where they can talk the carry Ayabelo now for inside EFCC headquarters 9 they do that protest. Meanwhile, the other ones they for inside GT Bank headquarters. I be the GT Bank place so it be say they arrest them. Now there 9 people they talk, they go on, and that matter they go on like that. It's a very sad incident, and we hope say very soon maybe they go release them. And so a lot so people don't react about this. And I tell on earlier today, say like Atiku Abubakar, different promoters, including Davido, including different personalities, they don't conley their voice to this one way be say they just hold them anyhow. Peter Obi also I mentioned yesterday, I seen drop matter for inside the talk say this one way they hold them like they say they set bad example. And Atiku don't talk about them. Other people too don't talk about them. So I they hope say the government they watch and they could do the right thing. As people don't they press on them very well because protests been plenty today for inside Abuja because of this. So different areas and many people carry protest enter Abuja because of the matter. But before we get to other issues very quickly, I don't know if you guys saw this report where EB say I think that was a report by okay where Mr. Deshino released. Yes. Okay, so let's visit that issue first before we go to Akpabio and Natasha's case and other issues. So remember, say, additional been released, say Nigeria's GDP per capita don't drop to 824 dollars below 1960s level. That is, it don't be lower than the 1960 levels. And guess what happened? Bayo Onanuga come out, come lambast Akinwumi additional where we say why he go talk this kind of thing. Now, make I read it in right about Akinwumi additional because Nigerians are now coming up for him and attacking him very well. If you read it in Akinwumi additional talk, well, I sure soon I don't see that report. Moreover, you can read from the screen, from the screenshot on the screen. But in a post tagged correction, Akinwumi additional's claims of Nigeria's GDP per capita, the facts tell a different story. What facts? Now, I say a few days ago, outgoing AFDB African Development Bank President Akinwumi Adesina claimed that Nigerians today are worse off than in 1960s. But are Nigerians not worse off than in 1960s? Now, he said he was basing his conclusion on figures that do not align with available data. According to Nairametrics, he claimed that Nigeria's GDP per capita in 1960 and was $1,847, and that it is now $824 today. Now, the quoted figures are not correct. That's when you talk. He said, according to available data, our country's GDP was 4.2 billion naira in 1960, and per capita income for a population of 44.9 million people then was $93, and 90, not even $100. Now, our country's GDP did not rise remarkably until 1970s when crude earnings ballooned. In 1970, our GDP rose to 12.555 billion. In fact, it took a lot of things. For the purpose of those who want clarity on this, let me read you through it very quickly. It rose to $12.55 billion. In 1975, it was $27.7 billion, $64.2 billion in 1980, and $164 billion in 1981. Up until 1980, per capita income did not exceed $880. It also rose to $2,187 in 1981 and dropped again to $844 in 1982. In 2014, after rebasing, it reached an all-time high of $3,200. Now, the facts raise questions about the sources of additional figures. But my mission in this response is not to poke holes in the erudite African banking president's figures. He try gets more respect for Amo. The more substantiative issue lies in Dr. Additional's conclusion based on these numbers. Now, the additional should know that GDP per capita is not the only criterion used to determine whether people live better lives now than in the past. Indeed, it's a poor tool for accessing living standards. Well, he said a lot. It's quite a lengthy one. I'm not going to read all of them. But just the bottom line, Nigerians are now lambasting him and saying, excuse me, are you trying to claim that Nigerians are better now? In this on a regime now, past before in the 1960s, as contrary to waiting additional talk. No, 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 no. So the reason I raise this conversation, I beg. Sometimes they say lizard where one person see, they become python. So sometimes it is good that we see things from different angles so that when you tell me your side of the story, I hear I tell you my side, then we'll x-ray the situation because it is very unfortunate to hear this kind of thing at a time when people don't feel afford medications, they don't feel afford food. Most people don't feel go back to school. Children, school just resumed last week. Most families could not have their kids go back to school because they've been owing for terms and they could not pay. Our education system is no longer what it used to be again. So they not even fit go the public schools in peace. And now waiting, well, Nigerians on the answer, waiting did they call and buy another for inside that matter. Make I just leave that one. Let's quickly brush up to other conversations very quickly. Before again we go to Akpabio's case, because Akpabio's matter is very long and we're gonna get to it very, very soon. But before we get to it, let me quickly chime in on this story. Oh, before I even get to that story is start. But let's get to it. Now there is this story about a man who was kidnapped once upon a time. And then the man, of course, notice the faces of the people we kidnap him for inside North. And guess what? As he go mosque, go pray the other day, he see one of the faces we kidnap him for mosque where they come out to pray. How you think say that man go feel? When he be say the same federal government that come out and tell us say the amnesty to bandits and Boko Haram are one of the best decisions we did ever take. Now, 3 years after enduring a harrowing 197 days, 197 whole days, 9 spent in captivity by people where be say kidnap am. Bala Muhammad, na him be the person name, a survivor of the 2022 Abuja Kaduna train attack. Remember that Abuja Kaduna train attack? Nah. When be say the ransom where they pay for inside that attack, 100 million, 100, it reached almost 1 billion naira. Because each batch where they pay ransom 100 million, each batch 100 million, it reached about 1 billion naira in transaction will happen for inside that attack. You do remember, right? Yeah. So he says he has forgiven his abductors, those who abduct them, but not the Nigerian government. Say for those who abduct them, say you don't forgive them, but you see Nigerian government, say you don't go people forgive Nigerian government. Now, for inside an interview for Inside Trust Television, Mohammed recounted a sore moment when he unexpectedly met one of his former captors at a mosque in the Bairua area of Kaduna metropolis during Friday prayer. So during Friday prayers, he go mosque and he meets one of the people. Is suddenly, one of the people we kidnap him for mosque when they come and come pray like free men. They know they push again. Now he says, surely I met one Abubakar who happens to be our guard when we were held at Shema filling station in Bakinrua. After prayer, I turned and saw a face I recognized. He just laughed at me. Hey! And we shook hands. Then he panicked and began to tremble. Oh, wow. Now, the chance meeting turned into a 1 hour conversation between Mohammed and Abubakar. That is that meeting where they meet by chance, can't turn into a long 1 hour meeting where they can't date the gist. Person will be kidnapped you. Where be the guard? You say if you move here, I shoot you. Now, the repentant bandit who confessed to leaving armed robbery and embracing the Kaduna state government's offer of rehabilitation for repentant criminals. Say he don't catch waiting the offer with Kaduna state government to give repentant criminals. He says, we found a place to sit down and talked a lot. I even asked about some of his colleagues, like Baba Adamu. He told me the Nigerian army had killed Baba Adamu, who was one of the most notorious among all of them. I was happy to hear that. And I saw him talk. He said, despite the emotional toll of that meeting, Muhammad said he parted ways peacefully with Abubakar, even giving him a small sum of money, dashing him money. Now, he's now riding Okada, motorcycle, taxi. Now, in the right taxi, Okada, they follow people, they carry people. You know, go divert those people one day into another kidnapping matter. We don't know, but now I say that is what he's doing now to survive. That means truly the guy don't repent. Now he looked so poor, his shoes, his face, everything about him was pathetic. That's how you talk. Oh, while Muhammad says his face allows him to forgive his captors, his anger towards the Nigerian government remains undiminished. Undiminished. Say in no fit forgive the anger when you feel towards Nigerian government. He say, I won't forgive the government, he says. I left my wife with a 4 month pregnancy. Say that time my wife did pregnant for 4 months. People gathered money for her. Yet the government didn't even call her not to talk about helping her, but not to go give bandits amnesty like they do. According to Mohammed, his wife had to undergo a cesarean section to give birth while he was still in captivity. Yet not a single kobo was offered by the government. That is, in wife go through CS to born pikin. That period where be say in captivity. Say not one kobo where they give and talk. Say, oh, hold or your families of these people where they kidnap, but you hold this one. Even the Kaduna state government led by Erufai then did not think of say, oh, these people where they kidnap, no could give, go reach out to their families one way or the other. Say not one covered by the government. Even after our release, many of us had to go to the neuropsychiatric hospital for treatment because the thing don't affect them. So they get to go for rehab. We're still dealing with the trauma. And the government never supported us in one way. Hey! Say government no ever support any of them one way. Mohammed still suffers from post-traumatic stress disorders, PTSD, a psychological scare that lingers years after the incident. Now, 3 people were killed right beside me that day. Hey, but I survived. That is where that lady, that doctor lady who was supposed to jackpot, died in that attack, in that train attack. When she did a tweet say, help, they're shooting us. They're shooting us. Help. And people come, they ask her for Twitter, say, they're shooting you and you have hand to tweet. And the lady eventually died. She eventually died. Now, he says that 3 people survived. 3 people were shot right beside him that day, but I survived. And I thank Almighty Allah. That's why I forgave the bandits. But the governor or the government, I would never forgive them. The March 28, 2022 Abuja train attack shocked the nation, leaving at least 8 people dead and dozens kidnapped. Survivors like Mohammed continue to grapple with the emotional, physical, and financial fallout, often without support. Now, make we quickly go see whether we go play you a footage of that report because now Trust Television now cover that report. And this now a content of Trust TV, but I think that it is necessary for us to learn from this lesson. This
According
is
to
the
Bala
young man
Muhammad,
that is in
it was
question
a
as he
divine
talk.
meeting
Let's watch it.
at the Bakirwa area in Kaduna metropolis.
Actually, I meet one Habakar who happened to be one of our guards when we were in captivity at Shemapidin station by Kiroa. So actually, after we finished the prayer, imagine I just turned like that, and I just see somebody like familiar the face that I know. He just looked at me, and then later we just shake hands. So after shaking the hand, he just vibrates something like he just panic. He's panicking himself. I say, just relax.
Trembling with fear, Abu Bakr narrated to Muhammad how he managed to leave banditry.
He even told me that you know that Kanusar government has offered to them, most of them that want to repent, and then he's one of them. So actually, we just found a place. We sat down together, and then we discussed a lot of. Even asking some of his colleagues, or some of his masters, especially like Baba Damu. He told me that Baba Damu was killed by Nigerian army, but I'm happy for that because the guy is a notorious bandit.
In a conversation that lasted for over an hour, Muhammad managed to entertain his accidental guest, his former abductor.
And the letter, I I just give me a little amount and then went to nearest filling station. And nearby, I follow his motorcycle and then I allow him to go. He's doing Okada, and then even the set that I met him is very full because even his shoe, even his face myself is very pathetic.
Though he forgave his abductors, Muhammad said he would not forgive the federal government as they didn't receive any support from the government 3 years after.
Not even him, all of them I forgive them. I stand that I forgive them because I'm a Muslim. Even the first day that the train was attacked, 3 people was killed next me, and then I was not killed. I'm alive, and then I turn to Almighty Allah. Yeah, I won't forgive them. This is my stand because I left my wife with 4 month pregnancies, and a lot of people gather money, and then nobody give her a single kobo. You understand? And then she even born by CS, and then no single kobo come from government.
Mukhtar Bala Muhammad spent 197 days, which is 7 months, in captivity. He said many of them had to be visiting neuropsychiatric hospital for months seeking treatment without the support of government. According to him, he is still battling with post-traumatic disorder as a result of the incident. Bella Musa, Trust TV News.
Now, wow. Well, these are the kind of things where people get to face for inside this country where we're inside. This you can imagine that torture. Now, then imagine how those these now people will kidnap you. You see the way they were flogging them. See the way they flog them, they wipe them, they whip them. Imagine person will do you that thing. You can't see that person. Don't they free and a government ain't free 'em. But the government no fit do anything for you. You don't do anything for you, but another person you do for. Then imagine the ones who basically kill family members when they close to you before your eyes koro, killed them, maimed them, butchered them, and you saw them doing it. And then the next thing, the government frees them and says, "Oh, they're repentant." And then you had to face that trauma of seeing them, knowing saying I didn't take away the lives of your loved ones. I don't know how we have to deal with this, but I think government needs to do better. I think this particular incident by this man and an eye opener for government to know, say they get more work to do as they rehabilitate the people them way be say they kidnap. May they also pay attention to rehabilitate the people who face the trauma. They also need to pay attention to rehabilitate people who don't face the trauma because they also need rehabilitation. In fact, now they even need the rehabilitation pass because in a working society, they ought to be rehabilitated. And everything concerning what they don't spend and their bills or their inconveniences that time, government supposed to foot the bill. You know why? Because now because of government ineptitude, now it make them face it in them face. Now because of government lack of functionality, now it make them face those things when they face. And that's why it's supposed to be that way. Anyway, this is your first time of joining us. Kindly click on the subscription button, subscribe, like, follow us like a village people, and like this post, please, so that people can see it. Like and share. Kindly like and share so that people can see it. Well, that's it. The ordeal of Bella Musa for inside Bala Muhammad rather for inside the kidnappers. But then, so let's quickly go to what Speaker Tajuddin Abbas had to say. As he say Nigeria they assume a continental leadership role for inside the race to electricity to electrify Africa. Nigeria won't take the lead to electrify Africa. Now, he says, with a bold target to help provide electricity to 300 million Africans by the year 2030. No follow for Nigeria to 230 million. No. Now, let me remind you, earlier today, for those of you who don't watch our live today, earlier today, we talk about how till now, according to World Bank report, up to 40% of Nigerians never see electricity. They don't still get electricity. Up to 40% of Nigerians. And here, our government, they talk, say they want electrify by 2030 extra 30 million Africans. How do you really do that? Okay. The speaker also praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's approval of 1 billion naira financing initiative for the Rural Electrification Agency. Part of the money, then perhaps we borrowed. Well, make I just leave it here. I don't want to talk too much. Make I not make on vex too much. But moving on to other issues, the campaign for social justice and constitutional democracy don't call on the judiciary to immediately reassign the case involving Nigerian businesswoman Aisha Chimogo, where they say now allied to Babajiri Sanwo-Olu, following the sudden suspension of the trial judge Justice Iyan Eko. So it says in suspend Justice Ian Eko, made them reassign the case. Remember, say Justice Ian Eko, now one of those justices where people they claim, not be me talk, people they talk, saying that one of the close allies of Nyesom Wike and we sabi handle Nyesom Wike cases. Remember, say NJC been suspend some people recently. The NJC Judicial Council recently announced the suspension of Justice Eko over allegations of judicial misconduct. Now, his suspension from the bench has effectively halted all proceedings in the case, which has been scheduled for hearing at the Federal High Court. If you remember, before his suspension, Justice Eko had ordered the EFCC to arraign Aisha Chimogo. Even though the EFCC be don't ask, people be don't ask, people be don't ask me to release her immediately, but we never know whether EFCC do eventually release her. And the good thing now be say, people don't depress, made them reassign the case. Now, speaking about Nyesom Wike, the Association of Resident Doctors to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, don't announce the commencement of a 3-day warning strike starting on Tuesday, tomorrow morning, May 6, 2025. Now, the doctors reached the decision to embark on the strike following an emergency Congress meeting held today, Monday, at Asokoro District Hospital for Abuja. In a meeting or in an interview after the meeting, the president of the FCT resident doctors talks, Dr. George Ebong, he stated that this strike had become necessary as 127 health workers were dismissed by the FCT Civil Service Commission last Friday without due diligence. That is a country where we say we don't get enough doctors. Then you come and you carry 127 health workers, you wipe them away. 127 of them, say where they go. When we not even get enough doctors, where would they go to? Hey, and this one they say they even done without due diligence. Now, he further called for the immediate resignation of the chairman of the FCT Civil Service Commission, Mr. Emeka Eze. Mr. Ebong, speaking on behalf of the doctors, warned that if their demands are not met by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and the FCT administration within 3 days, they would embark on an indefinite strike and shut down hospitals across the nation, be the nation's capital. That's what they talk. Oh wow. I better make I enter another matter very quickly. As he get to do with matter Wale, before we go to Akpabio and waiting make his son, he run away. Sorry, he leave the case. We get to do with Natasha Akpabio. Now, a North-based civil group, civic group, the Concerned Northern Forum, a CNF, now they call themselves. They don't raise the alarm over what it described as a deliberate delay by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to investigate former Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawale, will be on a Minister for State for Defense, despite multiple petitions and earlier commitments by the agency. Speaking at a press conference in Kaduna today, Monday, CNF Chairman Ali Mohammed Sani said EFCC's inaction was raising serious questions about its independence and willingness to go after powerful individuals. So on a short say, on a get the mind to go after powerful individuals, according to him, the group alongside other civil society bodies had submitted petitions as far back as May and I think September 2024, alleging that how Matawale allegedly mismanaged a colossal amount of money in the state funds during his tenure as the governor of the state between 2019 and 2023. So with all those things where they're right, yet EFCC no fit do anything. But then I said, we have seen the EFCC take bold steps against other former governors and ministers. So we are asking, wait, why are they silent over Matawale's case? Who is shielding Matawale from investigation? That's so Sani talk. Make a point on there. I say make I bring this matter, make I understand waiting on an EFCC. They do, according to waiting, these people don't raise for inside their question. Then now going to what the Minister for Education talk. Now, the federal government don't upgrade 38 federal and state technical colleges as part of broad reform to equip Nigerian youths with international competitive skills. Say they suppose let Nigerian youths get the same level where you people they internationally in terms of education and everything. They suppose they that same level. So now waiting make they don't do this upgrade. Now the Minister for Education, Tunji Alausa, disclosed this I think today Monday during the 2025 quarterly citizens and stakeholders engagement meeting. According to Alausa, the initiative aims to shift Nigeria's education system toward a skill-based, knowledge-driven economy. Now, he revealed that the government had introduced a dual training model in the technical colleges, with students spending 80% of their time in practical training and 20% in the classroom. And I would love to totally agree with this. Practical, very good, especially for technical colleges. Good one. Artisans will be paid to mentor trainees, establishing new value chain in the education sector. That is to say that if you call a fashion designer to come train people within the technical college, they could pay that fashion designer. That's what it means. But in all of this, now the quest for the federal government to talk, say, made them change all the examinations to computer-based tests because Alausa don't announce, say, the National Examination Council, that is NECO, and WAEC begin conducting computer-based tests from November 2025. Say from this November now, they will start CBT tests with full digitization of all national examinations, including JAM, by 2027. Now, the JAM result they just released right now, they say the massive failure for inside JAM, no be today. Now, with this massive failure for the JAM, where they just conduct, how do you now think that you want to do WAEC through CBT, computer-based test? And in all of this, now the fact say the politicians they make laws where they say most of their colleagues will be politicians, they no go even fit pass those tests. How many politicians go fit sit down and write WAEC today pass? How many of them? I'm sorry, I'm not abusing our politicians, but this is a statement of fact. How many politicians go fit sit down carry exam paper for WAEC, including those with the National Assembly, including even some governors in some states? How many of them? I don't want to say including some people who were presidents. I say, well, so how many of them go fit sit down, write JAMB, write WAEC for computer-based as a computer-based test? Are we even emulating something that our society is ripe for? Would they do something where be say we don't write for? I be they do something where be say we just won't do because others they do and just they push people to the do am. These are some kind of questions where be say people they ask. Well, make I enter inside Natasha matter first of all very quickly as the matter they hold. So Senate President Godswill Akpabio has reportedly withdrawn, saying he don't withdraw himself from a presidential panel investigating sexual harassment allegations made against him by Senator Natasha Akpabio of Kogi State. Now, Obi Ndukwe, president of Citizens Quest for Truth, revealed this on Saturday, May 3, 2025, during Politics Today on China's television. Now, sources say President Bola Tinubu formed the panel, I think on Wednesday, April 2, 2025. Now he formed the panel, chaired by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Now he's supposed to be the chairman of the panel, with members including National Security Advisor NSA Nuhu Ribadu, the Attorney General of the Federation, Oga, and one representative each from Akpabio and one from Akpoti. The panel was tasked with probing allegations that sparked national controversy. Say this allegation we don't carry Nigeria go everywhere, plus the way the team make round for the whole Nigeria, or you make on a program. Akpabio's withdrawal without an official explanation, that is, he just commot himself without explaining, has fueled speculation. Sources claim he cited executive interference and doubts about the panel's neutrality. Say executive they interfere for the matter and say in the doubt whether the panel go be neutral or not neutral. Are you kidding me? Not be kidding me again. Are you kidding me? Whether the panel go be neutral, now what make he leave the case? Oh wow. Now, but you're sorry, you're the head of the National Assembly now. When people they talk saying what's Dr. DJ, my guy they call it, they say that Tinubu's will Akpabio led assembly. Why now? Now, tensions between Akpabio and Akpoti escalated after her February 25 accusation on sexual harassment. Now, make I also tell you, the Senate okay, so make I tell you more because people don't call now say no, make him come back, come sit down, defend himself when inside the case. Why is he leaving? Why is he leaving? So, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has been challenged to defend himself before the presidential investigative panel. Come and defend yourself before this panel that is set up to probe sexual harassment allegations against you by the suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduah of Kogi Central. The challenge was thrown by Mrs. Obi Ndukwe, president of Citizens Quest. Yeah, so she took him for inside that show. She said, come and prove yourself if you did correct, if you did right or wrong. In fact, other groups don't even call right now because a group action collective, maybe their name AC, they also call on the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Make it come explain. Excuse me, Senate President, with all due respect, sir. Dear Senate President, please come on in Natasha's voice. Dear Senate President, come and explain to us why you had to remove yourself from a panel where we set up to use investigate your matter without telling us. Please, we need to understand what make you come out yourself inside the matter. So they said the President Akpabio, Senate President Akpabio needs to explain to Nigerians the reason why he suddenly withdrew from a presidential panel set up to investigate sexual harassment allegations levied against him by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduah. The group wondered why Akpabio decided to quietly or quit the committee without offering any explanation to Nigerians at all. So he just come up for the committee. He don't tell anybody anything. He did too big to talk to us. Now, its coordinator, Dr. Onimisi Ibrahim, in a statement issued today, Monday, recalled that a panel was established by President Tinubu, I think on April 2nd as Atokam, headed by Vice President Kashim Shettima and other people then, to look into the claims made by Natasha. Other members of the panel, including the National Security Advisor and all that, also did for the matter. And he no explain anything to any of them, including the Minister for Justice, Latif Fagbemi. He no explain to anybody. The group added that the presidential panel was mandated to investigate the serious allegations that have drawn national attention and embarrassment. Why don't embarrass Nigeria name reach different international community? Come explain to us what make you do this one. But instead of you to come explain, you can't come on yourself for the matter without even telling us. Now, he noted that we are surprised to hear that Senator Akpabio has withdrawn from the investigation panel without offering an official explanation. The development has triggered widespread speculations across the country. We have gathered that the Senate President cited undue interference by the executive arm of government. Who be the executive arm? Kashim Shettima, now go be the executive arm. You don't like him. Now, because of saying I in the head, or would you have preferred the president himself to be able to head the panel? because you're more comfortable with Tinubu than Chetima. These are questions where people they ask, not me ask. And he said he lacked confidence in the neutrality of the panel. So the group on the ask, wait, is Akpabio saying he lacks confidence in the current presidency of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's so the group ask, no me talk. So is the group saying Akpabio? Is Akpabio saying that? Now so the group talk now. Not be me or they here. Daily post. Now I write amo. I know write amo. Say wait, is Akpabio trying to say that? Excuse me, I don't trust President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. I don't trust his presidency because if Tinubu set up a panel, give Kashim Shetima to head the panel, and Nuhu Ribadu did the panel, and then Fagbemi did the panel. Now you can't talk say you they leave the panel because say you no trust say they go dey neutral. Why you go say you no trust say they dey neutral? Why you go talk say you no trust say they dey neutral? The can't talk say so is Akpabio saying he lacks confidence in the current presidency, or he lacks confidence in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a person? Which one way they talk? Now, they say, we believe that Senator Akpabio owes Nigerians and the world a duty to speak out or step aside as Senate President. Well, okay. Okay. Make I enter inside a brief interview where happened about this matter. Make you just watch just a
Are you
little clip
aware
from
that there
that
perhaps
interview.
is a
This is very
committee that's
interesting.
set by the president? A lot of people may not know this. That we understand that purportedly that the vice president is supposed to head the panel, where you had the NSA, the Attorney General of the Federal. You are aware?
Yes, I'm aware.
And that the Senate president pulled out of it.
Well, I don't know the reason, but I suspect that if you're accused and you know you didn't do it, why would you want to go in for a reconciliatory meeting? Except the person who has accused you decides to come to you and say, look, we need to mend.
All right, you heard that. Except the person who accused you decide to come tell you say, I did sorry. So because of saying no, saying they innocent, now we make you leave the committee. That's an excuse. Wonderful excuse there, right? Nigerians phone lines are open. Let's just dig that right into the conversation and begin to contribute. I'd love to take your thoughts and reactions on all of this. Phone lines are open. 0817-029-4077 is the WhatsApp number to call. Just call that number on WhatsApp. 0817-029-4077. Or you just enter inside the studio. You see, there is a post that is pinned on the comment section. Enter, click on that pinned post. You go see a link right there inside. Click on that link and go walk straight into the studio. Make it for people put your mouth for waiting what they talk about this evening. I go really like to know how this matter then take do you for body. Excuse me, from the VDM case where be say then the accuse them say make you can't talk the source of the income. What do you do for a living? Come and tell us. How do you get information that you talk about on social media? Come and tell us. What's they give you the temerity, the impetus to contact this and talk on social media? Come and tell us. Should they be questioning him like that? Should Nigerians not have freedom of expression again? These are the questions where Nigerians they ask. Phone lines are open. Let's hear your thoughts and reactions. Click on the link to get into the conversation. The link there for the pinned post, or you walk straight enter inside our studio, or you call the WhatsApp number so that you go fit jump into the conversation. 0817 029 4077. 0817-029-4077. All right, make I begin to take some of our reactions while then before I begin to take your calls. Greetings to you, amazing precious. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lane. I appreciate you too. And Love Daniel says that is Nigeria and Islam for you. Oh wow. What is it really? And then for Akpabio, he knows that he is guilty. Is that what you're trying to spell? That he is guilty. I wish he should appear. And then Sensimil says, good afternoon. Good on she chino. What's the language? What's that language? I don't get. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see you, Enoyang. Abadi. 100 times. Thank you so much. I see you. Now, you said something about the church here. Now, I think that's addressing message one's issue. Said churches are dark. Wow, why? But if she was hurt, now I want to ask a sincere question. Because I am a Christian and I am supposed to be forgiven, if truly Mercy Chinwo is innocent of the things VDM had said about her, if truly she's innocent, should she just look the other way because she's a Christian? Or she should seek for redress, for him to at least apologize to her for denting her image? Or she should just keep quiet and walk away because she's a Christian? I'd like to know, if you were in Mercy Chinwo's shoes and somebody lays a false allegation against you, would you just say, I would not react because I have Christ in me? Or you would look for a way to tell the person to kindly apologize and you settle out of court and move on? This is not the question we I would like know. Because people, a lot of things. In fact, for social media, people don't talk and say, "Oh no, you say you're a Christian, but body of Christ, mercy, you're not merciful," and all those. So I really would want to know. They no say him day with NGO. They are trying to paint him bad. In day with NGO. In there with NGO. NGOs are not very particularly good names in Nigeria anymore. EFCC, they act like kidnappers. Now, so Ola Best 007 talk, well, like the way they go about the operations, people are very worried. Which fake news? Oh, my friend, will you guys sit down there? Kindly verify. Uh, he, BBC Pigeon. What is there? Is nothing like BBC. Are you okay? Are you okay? The spokesperson for EFCC spoke to BBC Pigeon today. Are you okay? Please Google it. Google is your friend. And you should be a bit sensible before you come here and abuse people. And you can actually make your claims without insultive words or abuse, right? Holy Moses says, okay, I leave that. Thank you, Holy Moses. Free VDM. I see you. And Sensei Mill says what now? He says they do all they can to see reasons with demo. Okay. And who then they do all they can to make us see reasons with them. Is that what you're trying to say with them? No free VDM. The way they took him like a criminal, and they were protecting Yahaya Bello. And honestly, that can be really very annoying. Why say they had these agencies to met out the same treatment for everybody? Why? Why say they don't want to arrest one person? See the way they arrest Dele Farotimi, for instance, and see the way they eventually arrest Yahya Bello when they don't define sins with bodyguards and security around them. Why? Why is it like that? Why are we like that in this country? Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening, questions.
Sir, you're welcome, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so I want to talk about a few things. So everything in Nigeria is anybody who has who's in his right senses drives the person crazy and annoying. But what I like to talk about is like what is the solution. I was the person who left the message earlier on. I think yesterday where I was asking your best. So why is it taking us so much time to unite? So the like what you said about the computer-based test. So from what I know before, WAEC and or JAM, they're taking at the same time, right? So if it's computer-based, it means you have to have power supply across the nation.
No, they have centers. They have CBT centers where they approve for people to go and write those tests. And some of those centers use generator. You understand?
Okay, that'll be generators.
Yes. Not be then they supply you. The CBT centers like they get privatized companies where they use contracts for those exams. Some of them.
Okay. Then the matter of as ridiculous as it sounds, you're asking why do you rehabilitate people who are Boko Haram, members and call them members, and then you now go another step and you now recruit them into the army.
Wallahi. So you can imagine how that man felt seeing somebody who had treated him that way.
Okay, but the thing is like, why? So how did we sink to this place? Why is it that these things can happen?
But I was telling you guys yesterday now. I told you yesterday that the Nigerian government said that it's the best decision they ever took. I told you that.
No. I'm trying to walk you through something, Charles. So it's not like but okay, before this, there was Niger Delta militants who I don't know what their own was, amnesty. Because that's kind of
no, they were not seeking. The Niger Delta militants were not seeking for amnesty. What the Niger Delta militants were saying is that we get this oil, and the oil in a national treasure, right? But other resources were there for other states, like the gold in Zamfara, on a leave and for the north alone. The government is not as concerned as they are with with the oil, as they know they're that concerned with the gold. You understand? So give us a larger chunk of anything we get to do with the oil. That's what they were asking for at that time. And they also complained about how it was ruining the environment and all of those issues and what they were going through.
No, pressure. I know the details of all these things, but I'm saying like we used that amnesty was not the right thing to do. Because blindness is what is if you can't question those people who thought about all this thing of rehabilitation, they will cite that amnesty as an example. So if you have people who were agreed that they were being changed in the way the revenue or whatever was being shared, the oil coming, if you have people who were agreed that they were polluting their environment, it's not by giving amnesty now, giving them pipeline contracts. That's not how you fix it.
Okay.
How they would have fixed that? How they would have fixed that thing with things like through journalism and having regional police and all that? Because what you did now is you now empowered some young men, and people are still suffering. You just have a group of boys now who anytime they feel aggrieved, they now start threatening the nation. So from there, these people borrow their leave. I'm not saying it's the same thing, no. That of Buchanan is really outrageous.
So the thing now, if they borrow their leave, what is their complaint really? What are they agitating for? Now that I've told you the agitation of another person. So what are they agitating for? What is the legitimacy of the agitation?
No, Boko Haram, they don't want to. That is their own. I'm not saying it's legitimate. I'm just saying that they are saying we don't want westernization. The westernization is infringing on our way of life, our traditional Islamic and whatever way of life. And if we are not under you, this Nigeria, you will not be imposing this thing on us.
I agree.
So that is why they are fighting.
Thank you.
So that is their own ideology. That's how they are thinking.
Thank you.
So which brings us to this. The final thing is that when we unite, so let me not tell you, I did not.
You help me hurry. Time is already going so that other people can contribute. Go ahead. So you say when we will unite. Why do you want us to unite?
No, I belong to a school of thought that we cannot unite. It's not possible. So we are just being dishonest with ourselves, and we are just postponing the evil. I don't know, maybe to get worse. I mean, there's another self-civil war, then we'll do the right thing. We can't unite. Even if you come to the diaspora, Igbos have their own. I mean, the US, Igbos have their meeting, Yorubas have their own meeting. You hardly see a one Nigerian meeting here that is successful. So we're just being dishonest. They put us together, forcing us to be together. We are towing that line. So.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank
you very much. All right. So kindly like the post. If you're still here on the live, please kindly like the post and share it. Make people for the know what's in the happen for inside our country. Again, my brother Ike choosing with us. Mr. Ike, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, my sister.
You're muted. You're muted.
Yes,
Welcome.
How was your weekend? I hope your weekend was good.
It wasn't good. You guys make me walk throughout. So I'm here all through the weekend for you guys, and it's really not nice. I don't have an off day. I'm here every day. In fact, you got my break. Just help me hold the break. You can pick a call.
No
Sharply. Hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Who be that?
Festus.
Mr. Festus, where you call from?
From South Africa.
You're welcome, Festus. Go ahead, make we hear you.
Let me start with the issue of VDM.
Okay.
The issue of VDM, I want you people to know one thing because they are trying to deceive Nigerians, the EFCC. The issue there is GTB Bank are the one that invited them because VDM is about to expose their criminality. There are things that people don't know about what is happening in GTB Bank. They are trying to take customer. Let me give you one thing that is happening that people should go and find out. I'm giving you a fact. They are collecting customers' money to pay their debts in UK.
Oh, they are owing in the UK?
Yes, go and find out. They are going bankrupt. So what they do is they collect people's money all in the name of debt to repay what they owe. In UK. I want you to go for. I will not mention what is happening. I just want to give you what is going on. I'm a researcher. I know what is happening. Yes. Now, even in Ghana. Find out.
So what's it make that they owe for UK? Now borrow and I just say.
You see this. They are based some. I don't know how to put it, but they are owing. You understand? Then let's go to the issue. I want to be brief. I want you people to do research on what I'm saying. Let them debunk my information. Because
the where I remember that the one where be say the money, the issue, the court case with what's the name of this guy now?
It's not a court case.
The transport, the vehicle maker for Nigeria.
With this guy, with this man
Yes.
from
Anambra State.
Innocent
Motors.
No. They are seriously in financial crisis. You understand? They are in serious financial crisis. If you people don't know. Then the issue of VDM. That is the issue of VDM. I want people to know EFCC made a wrong move. Now, they know that because they didn't believe what the masses would do. So when the thing became outrageous, what they have to do is, how can you go and tell the lawyer that what they are charging him is cyber stalking? That was what they released on Saturday to the lawyer, to Deji. But all of a sudden now, what are they saying? That they are charging him. This thing they are pointing about Timo and the rest is just a lie. They have made a mistake. Even the people that send them are aware. So what they are trying to do now, they are trying to pinpoint something to hold him. To be honest, EFCC cannot arrest you without a formal warrant of arrest, without a petition. So now they are trying to form a case where they are going to charge him. They don't have any for now. So they have misfired. I want Nigerians to know. Then the issue of Akpabio. Let's be honest, Akpabio is guilty. Let me be honest with you. There is a lawsuit. Everybody wants somebody to present, Natasha to present, what is it called, if she has evidence. Evidence will be tendered in court according to her. Let me tell you why Akpabio's lawyer, have written 2 letters for her to present her evidence.
Yes.
What they want to do, they want to know the weight of her
Evidence before they go, yes.
Before they go court. And they forgot that they are dealing with a lawyer too. She had evidence. I can 100% beat my chest. Somebody cannot tell you, let's meet in court. And everything they've been doing, let's meet in court. We are all learned. Let's know that we are all learned. Yes. So they want to know the weight of evidence she has. So that woman knows what to do. For this woman, what is her name? To support her. She has seen the weight of the evidence. For her husband to back her in everything that she's
telling you till now.
I know that man very well.
Yes.
For him to back the wife, there is evidence. Don't think they didn't set trap. Let me tell you, maybe let me give you an instance. You are a woman, you have a husband. Then you tell your husband, this person is doing this thing to me, and your husband is a friend to him. Your husband will set a trap and ask you to go. Then the evidence has been recorded. There is evidence, and Akpabio knew. So why is Akpabio sending everybody? Look at the useless woman, Sandra Duru.
And meanwhile, after Akpabio call, after Natasha come point out the fault for instance, she really never give any substantial response again after that. I mean, the expect she don't come out.
When that woman was making that confession, I saw I'm the one that wrote on the comment section. After Akpabio SP, who is the next name? After that, who is the third name? Ned Nwoko. There is what is Ned Nwoko? What is Senator Ned Nwoko doing in her phone number? And that is a woman that has series of allegations. She was not born in America. She was married in Imo State.
We know her story. I mean, I presented that story that day.
We know her story. So Akpabio have tried every loopholes. Let me ask you people a question. What was Akpabio's reason to withdraw her security aids? That was a trap. So I want people to understand.
Thank you so much. And true. They even raid our house, try to,
Yes, even we Nigerians are not asking the necessary questions. You can't say I am a senator, you suspend me, you withdraw my aids. I keep telling people, the reason why these people are fighting Natasha, let me start, is this issue of the issue of our problem is started from Ajokute Steel. She's probing them. There is a massive corruption that went down there. So that is where the issue is coming from. And many people will be indicted. It's not only Akpabio that is fighting her. They are using Akpabio to fight her. So these are the two I just want to comment on. These are the major issues I just want people to know. Let's cross our finger and watch how this issue of EFCC comes to light. You people will understand what I'm saying.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh wow. All right, so let me get back to you, my brother man, IK Chosen. Welcome back.
Thank you, my sister.
Go ahead, Shapali. Somebody else did the wait for us. What do you want to react on?
Let me start with the issue of Akpabio. I think Nigerians are trying to fall to the trap of these people by the so-called presidential inquiry. I don't know why most Nigerians are thinking the presidential inquiry is something that is important. This is just a trap to make the case go away and let Natasha say, okay, everything go away, everybody will settle, everybody go away, and that's it. The case is in court. Let meet in court. So this this is my problem with your country, Nigeria. A case.
Oga, make a U-turn. Do U-turn. Come back. You cannot leave Nigeria on my head alone. And you not share the blame. All of us are above in this
Listen,
Nigeria. Oga, take it back. Say it with our country. Nigeria. Now me want leave Nigeria for. I didn't say, hey,
our
bah,
country. This is our
don't make
our
me joke.
country. Listen,
Let's go on.
we live in
Right.
we live in a lawless country where nobody obeys the rule. The people that makes the rule breaks the rule, right? If not,
So then talk.
constitutionally and legally, these people that are talking about presidential whatever know that this is against. You are trying to take the powers of the court out of the court. The case is in court. There is no need of presidential whatever. Allow the court to finish their case. Akpabio and Sister Natasha, they should meet in court. That's where I stand. But I don't want Nigerians to fall into this trap of presidential investigation, this and that. Listen, look at the names you were calling when I was listening to the names of the people you are calling. Where are their credibility? These are the same criminal people that are holding the country. They are the people that are trying to give you, set up a committee to look into your Emiloko and this vice and the national security. Look at the people. Listen, this is the problem of Nigeria. I just wrote to you, I don't know what I said. This is a country of distraction. Nigeria is a joke. They just want to distract you from when you want to face something that is important, they will just put one thing that will distract everybody. And that is it. This presidential something now, Shehu was saying, was asking that woman, do you know that there was presidential inquiry, this and that? What do we need it for? The case is already in court. Forget about your presidential inquiry. Let's go to the court. And when the court finishes, if they want out of court settlement, it is in the court. The two lawyers will present that case before the judge and say, listen, we want an out of court settlement. It shouldn't be, they shouldn't. This is my problem with Nigeria. This is one of the problems that most Nigerians, they fall into all this trap of distraction. Nigeria is a joke, right? This is me. Because I can't understand the reason of presidential inquiry when the case is already in court. Let's go to court, right? So let Nigerians don't fall into those traps because it's a very big trap. Everybody now is singing the praise of why is Akpabio didn't go to Did you say withdraw from the presidential inquiry? Why is he secretly withdraw? It doesn't make any sense. These people are trying to bury and die this case. And I don't want the case to die. I want them to go to court. Let the court handle this case. After, when they go to court, Akpabio's lawyer and Natasha law, if they decide that they want to settle out of court, it should be done in the court. But the presidential should not take away the power of the court to go and begin to do, you know, their criminality, because it's all about criminality, gang meeting. They want to just criminalize everything. What they do, they buy everybody and say it is well, and they want to clap to the people. Listen, forget about that. I don't believe that. I want the case to continue in court. On the issue of VDM, listen, I think that in as much as I do love what the young man is doing, every sensible Nigerian should love what the guy is doing. But I think one of the comments he made I didn't like was saying he has his informant or information people around in EFCC. He knows what is going on. I think that is the.
That one could be one of the reasons.
That is a statement personally I wouldn't have loved him to make in public.
So you see, the thing is that even in the in the heat of wanting to do what you do, you should also stay very guided and ensure that you don't lose focus.
I don't think he was guided to, when he was making that, because for me personally, you are trying to implicate yourself, even though if there is something that is like that you have or that is happening, those people will deny you, because this is a very powerful institution in Nigeria. If it happens to be a country where things work, EFCC is supposed to be a powerful institution that should have credibility, that should have respect, that people should trust what they do, their judgment. But it has become a criminal organization, right? Because I live in an island and I'm very close to the Caribbean and Central America. What is happening in Nigeria is like what is happening in Guatemala. You see, where this is Nigeria is no more a country. Nigeria is a country where gangs are ruling.
I beg, not compare.
I am just telling you, my sister, because it is gang that is almost ruling in political uniform. They're all gangs. They're all gangsters. If not, look at the way the young man was arrested. Are we in a lawless country? Are we in a country where law doesn't? Is it a country where things doesn't work? Right? It is something that happens in Guatemala. That was exactly what happened in GT, whatever bank you people call it.
And then in fairness to not just them, I mean, to speaking true to what you've just said, you know, not believe VDM. Remember when that what is that man's name again? That northern man who was the head of NHIS was arrested. He said they just come in house, tell and say they call him for question and all that. Him and his daughters, they say make he go change upstairs. They no grab.
Exactly.
No. Then carry him. He says, see the way they begin drive. They drive like say they don't catch one arrow, but they drive anyhow. They hail each other, they give each other high five. See, so I think it's not something peculiar with VDM. I think it's just the style. And this is not be the first time when they complain about their modus operandi. Say the way that they use operate, no, they good. So not be the first time, not be the second time. But it is very unfortunate. Say this agency is this so powerful that once if they say then get the backing of any political person, then just go behave anyhow.
Yeah,
because nobody feels.
You know why? Because those institutions are being controlled by one man who has the power to do whatever he's doing in Nigeria. So my brother VDM, I think he should be guided, because that particular statement is one of the things I didn't like that he's supposed to make public. It's supposed to be for your private, for your private use.
Even if they shoot you for teeth, you know, go even come out. There are some secrets you die with. There are some secrets you die with as a human being. There are some things I may know as a journalist that no matter how much, I'm not even somebody who likes social media in the first place, but assuming I want attention in social media, which I really don't like, no matter how I want the attention, you will never get that off my teeth. You will never get it. I have those information. Because why? I have to guide those who have given me that information. That's why it take B. So you cannot begin to say things that, especially and I undermine a particular agency.
Exactly.
Them say,
it's not good. I don't like that. Outside that, I know that this young man respects the law. Whenever he's invited in, he used to go. I think that they should have given an invitation to him to come to EFCC. And I don't think he will refuse not to go, because you already know this. You already know the system. You already know how it operates, right? So I think that for me personally, when I was listening to what he was saying, that was where I called my wife. I said, "This young man, this particular line, they might use this particular line to hold this young man." Now they're telling us that people are bringing petition against him, but they want to put the name of the people secret. Are you just talking to? Do you think that you are talking to that Nigerians? We don't even have common sense anymore. Okay, if you want to safeguard the names of the people that are bringing you petition, why do you have to expose the man, VDM? What at the end of the day that this case becomes that is not true? What are you going to do? So if you want to protect those people who are bringing petition to you, you should equally protect this man until when you might have finished your investigation. And your investigation, you are proving that your investigation is positive, now you can be able to expose this young man. But now you are telling me that you are not going to tell the world, the people that are bringing the petition for security reasons or for whatever reasons. But the man in question is the man that is supposed to be in public execution. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Others are waiting here at the backyard. Let them
Well,
in. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kachifo, right? That's how you say it. Is that how you say? That's not how we say good night in my place. That's what I'm asking you. We
those
don't
are
say
good.
Kachifo.
Catch you for now your place. Can't get your place.
We say we say Osa.
Ah,
That's how we
Osa.
speak it. Yes. We don't say
Okay.
Kachifo. Osa. All right. Good night, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see some others who's here. Oh, what? You left already? Okay. Let's talk to Mike FIFA. Mr. FIFA, how far? Hello, Mike FIFA. Are you there? All right. Whilst I'm waiting to hear from you, let me quickly take this call. Hello. Good evening and welcome. Hello.
Hello, good evening to you, Precious. How you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you. Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Prince Usioma. I'm calling from UK.
You're welcome, Prince. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm good. Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, just concerning the program you hold in.
Yes.
Even concerning the first of all, the Akpabio and the
Natasha's
Senator
kid.
Natasha
Mm-hmm.
But, just Nigeria is not a functional society. That's why we are seeing all these things. And a lot of things has happened in Nigeria. That's why we just take things for granted. And when things are happening, we don't actually look at the case, but we look at the personalities. All these things that is happening today is a simple thing to resolve. I think this case is in court. Why are we setting up another presidential inquiry in the second case?
Would you stop the president from doing anything he wants to do? Should be the commander in chief and our president.
No,
As he hungry and now.
No pressure. If
Sir?
we want that country to work, two things have to be given.
Okay.
And if we give these two, at the time now, maybe this 24 minutes, that is to 11 right now.
Yes.
If we do these two things before,
Hello.
I understand it's the commander in chief and everything.
Go ahead.
But if we give up these two things, or if we allow these two things to work, before this time tomorrow, Nigeria will be a perfect place.
What are those things?
24, then the security have to be independent and the judiciary. Finish. Those are the two things we need in that country, and every other thing will be in place. And the chief, the one you call the chief security or the president, should not be interfered. Nobody should be interfered. These people have to work independently. And once that thing happens, you see that the country, because let me give you some explanation of the reason to my submission.
Kindly make it quick because people are waiting. Go ahead.
Yeah. When you commit a crime, who is going to arrest you? Is the police. And they don't have right to persecute you. Then, if the police take you to court, they will determine the kind of sentence they will give to you. If that was the offense that you committed, if that thing is enough for you to go to jail, then you serve your term. If not enough, then they release you. Then, just because these two things, they take order from people that is in power or they have influence against any other person. That is the reason why you see. What do you think that Western world? That if you go to Western world, everything is normalized. Those are the only thing, because you know that whatsoever consequences, whatsoever action you take, there must be a consequences. When you disobey the law, you face it. Without something can happen in Lagos now, you'll be waiting for Commissioner of Police to Radio Abuja for his police to give
the
order.
nod.
Inspector General will be waiting for to give you, okay, this person, do we good to go or we should? So at the end of the day, this compromises everything. For the matter of VDM, the way he was arrested was wrong. And if I thought that EFCC want to arrest this man, you have a whole lot of years, months, weeks to compile your cases. What do you need to do when you arrest this man on Friday? Today being Monday, you're supposed to take him to court and submit your file case to the lawyers, to the judges, and say, okay, this is what we find against this man. Then the judge will now decide, okay, I will sentence this guy or I will not. But you say you are heading this man. Today you want to go and obtain court order to detain. That is not how things work. At the end, you're supposed to gather your evidence first. As soon as you grab this man, since you have something against it, took him to court the next day, then the judge will decide what will happen. Just that we live in a country where things don't work, and we'll continue to go round and round to see that at the end of the day, what will now happen? They'll say, okay, detain you for 3 months. How can you detain somebody for 3 months without no judgment? You cannot arrest somebody and start looking for okay, let me give you another example.
Please, kindly make it quick.
You see that Mobile have not been buried today.
Yes.
Why? Because of waiting. It doesn't happen elsewhere.
Thank you.
The day Mobile died, you're supposed to have an autopsy. Then you go and bury the guy. That autopsy you took will now investigate everything that you need to investigate it. Not that you keep the guy there for almost a year is gone now, and that guy is still in mortuary. So that's why you see that the system is not working. So I rest my case, my sister. Thank you for your good job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Who's next here? Man of Prestige, MOP. Mike FIFA, I brought you on. I don't think you were live to talk. Mob, you're welcome, sir. I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you? How are you doing?
Good. I wasn't following your talking points, so I don't really know what's going on. But so
Everything they go on as the tatafo number one. Make I tell you what they happen. Did you know number one? Then say your Senate president go to Akpabio. Waka exit himself without explaining to the people. Waka come out from the presidential panel where they set up to use investigate in sexual allegation case with Natasha. He waka leave them and he just come out like that saying they do again. Now he talk say he no trust the fact, he no trust wetin the panel go do. Say no trust say they go fit dey independence, they go fit judge well. Now wetin make and people wey dey the panel now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu set up the panel.
right.
Kashim Shettima follow for the panel. Now he be the chairman. Nuhu Ribadu did the panel. On Latif Fagbemi on Attorney General did the panel. Now people come dey say, are you saying you do not trust? I mean, you don't trust the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu based on the person that him set up those panel? Or I say you don't even trust people wey dey around them? That's now one. Number two, VDM, very dark man. They don't grill and EFCC. Grill and well, come they talk, say, come here, we want you to tell us who they give you information. Who they give you information. Waiting be the source of your money. Who they give you money. How they use make your money. Who they give you information. Yes. And there's people now come they talk for comment section. Say part of waiting make EFCC go don't talk now because of say him been don't talk, saying get informants inside EFCC before. So maybe a part of that reason. And you know, say that kind of thing, he then go contact you saying against national security for you to get some kind of information where you don't suppose get. So now EFCC don't baba say, can't tell us who they give you your information, can't tell us the source of your money, can't tell us who they give you that Akpabio will make you go to talk anyhow for inside social media. They can't say
So,
other matters
so,
also
so
follow.
precious. Let
Make
me
I
ask
tell
you.
you more. Make I tell you more. No, one more. If there
Okay,
one
okay.
man where he be say, you know, so I like to work. If there one man where he be say for that Kaduna, remember that Abuja Kaduna rain train attack? Where Buhari
Yeah. I
said
remember that. I remember.
2022 thereabout now it happened. Yes, one of the men way they kidnap for that attack, where eventually make him out alive. Can't go mosque to go pray. Can't see one of the victim people we kidnap him. He don't go through federal government de-radicalization, reintegration, and recouping to you can't see him. He say you go feel forgive them or those people we kidnap him. But say you no go forgive government. So government wicked. Oh yeah. There are other stories, but we could stop here so that
Oh
I no go
my
waste.
God. So,
waste
so
time.
let me start with the first one, the one of Akpabio. So
Mhm.
let's make it speak broken. So is Akpabio not not supposed to testify on the panel or whatever? What authority does what Akpabio get to remove himself from that place?
And now be the problem. Now people can't say make you can't give them explanation and empirical evidence so make can go just leave without telling them. Say waiting give and that mind. You
I
never give us.
mean, is he above the body that was constituted by the president, the vice president, and the body? I
It
mean,
is
what kind
not.
of
It is now you're asking the question. That is the question. Okay. Oh, yeah, talk quick, make all that stop. People are lined up.
Why?
Talk,
Yeah.
talk,
I
your
don't
own
want to
is
keep you,
buzzing.
but let me go ahead and talk about the VDN,
VDM,
issue.
okay.
I mean, what is the charge? Have they come out and said this is the particular charge? I've not been following Nigerian.
Not
I've been
yet, though. They
busy.
say they go soon take and go court. But na grilling, na they grill him. He was through that grilling, na in lawyer come. In lawyer did there when they grill him. So now through the grilling, now they talk, they ask him all this question. So they say
Okay,
they go soon charge
one
him.
more question. One more question. The bank, is there any connection that the bank has something to do with
They
it? Because
say
that has
they
been a
say now
speculation.
multiple petitions. Say people wait put petition against and too plenty. So they say this
Oh,
is not
so
about
there's a
bank. There
people
are multiple,
petition. That's
plenty
why they arrest
petition,
them.
plenty. It's Sarah, plenty, too much petitions. So they no one begin mention. Say they no go fear expose the names of those people who petition against them now. Are
Wow,
we there? So
Nigeria
that I
is a
move to
different
another.
country.
You
Anyway,
see,
precious.
I am
I
your
just
town
want
crier. I am town crier. I am your town crier. I don't give you information.
yeah, I will go ahead and read them. I just got back anyway, but I just want to appear for briefly, okay? I don't want to keep you the whole
Thank
day.
you.
So thank you
It's
very much,
okay.
okay?
Thank you. Thank you. You're
All right,
welcome. Thank
precious.
you so much. All right then. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll come back to you, my brother Solomon Boa. I see you. Solo, are you there?
I'm there. Oh,
Mr. Solo, oh
I
yeah, go
do.
ahead. Where are you calling from? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from UK. Oh.
Now you can now your eye they do your lights they do like this. On the lights where Jare, make we know whether na UK light or na Nigerian light. How can your light be dancing
So
at willow when you're in UK? Your light should not dance
now
at
my
willow. It should
laptop.
be
Now my laptop. Oh.
on your lights, make we dey see you well now. You no go come dey give us shadow to the see.
Okay, oh, I hear you.
Okay, my brother. Go ahead.
Let me.
Hmm. Okay, so you help us make it quick because people are waiting.
Okay, I think that's better, Abby.
You try small. We go manage them. Go ahead.
Okay. The issues there in this country is just one a hell of a rascals that we've just packed
No
for ourselves
vex.
in this country.
No vex. No vex.
Because how can you just pick somebody on a Friday and then by today you don't have anything to charge him? And you just they don't I don't know what we think of ourselves. What do we look? The way people see us here, they feel that we are just a bunch of useless people.
Oh, God forbid. I beg, I beg, I beg.
The kind of environment, come and see where law and order is. How can you pick somebody and over how many hours? Friday,
Hmm.
Saturday, Sunday,
Hmm.
and you don't have anything to charge him to court?
Hmm.
This is not this is not it. We are a bunch of jokers. How can you see the unfortunate thing about it is that our people will start getting what they get. In France, um, what was it? Bobia came to celebrate his birthday. I saw it. The way Cameroonians beat his security people. Bobia had to leave France.
Mm-hmm.
Our president had to also leave France because Nigerians in France wanted to rush him. That was why he left the
Oh,
UK.
now make you go to UK then.
Yes, now.
Now update they give us like this. So,
So make they continue. One day they go meet there. This thing. I was expecting Akpabio to be dealt with in Italy. Next time, don't worry. They will continue doing it. They think the way they are chasing Nigerians out of that country, young people. You think those young people will not come for them? They will meet. They will meet outside that country. If they can't reach them in that country, they will reach them out here in this country. How can you be putting young people, the kind of people, the kind of people, the way people walk in this place, and then you don't have a home to go home? Everybody is scared to go home because of the kind of government we have. How can you talk about somebody being kidnapped and then meeting the person in the mosque? How can you relieve this kind of experiences?
but na government now give them amnesty now.
Which
Now
government?
government give them
How
amnesty.
can
Now
you how
government.
can you give how can you give amnesty to this kind of people?
That's the question. And the same government, by the way, said yesterday that that amnesty is the best decision would they ever take. Let me just quickly drop in there and tell anyone who's
Yeah.
joining me for the first time, please ensure you have you subscribed, Doga, Mr. Abua.
Well, probably I
Oh,
will
yeah,
do.
click on the subscription. It's not payment, though. You not pay for it. It's free of charge. So click on it. It's not
Okay.
GoTV or DSTV. It's free of charge. Subscribe very quickly. Yeah, it is for free.
Okay.
And
I
also
I
like
didn't.
this post. Go back and like. See, all of us watching, about 500 of us. If all of us like, it will be very good. So go back and like this post. Thank you,
Okay.
and also subscribe. Thank you so much.
Thank
So you
you.
have do you
Thank
have
you.
something else to say?
Well, it's okay. We hope our country will change. We'll continue to
It's
fight. We'll continue to push.
We will not
I
stop.
just
We will, so
will
I
not
used to
stop.
tell people, and I always say this anytime I want to end the show, that if we're talking and it is like this and we're dying, imagine what would happen if we were not talking at all.
We're talking.
So the day we stop talking is the day we start dying. We can't stop talking.
Yeah.
In fact, the talk, see, they
Yeah.
put more fear of God inside their body. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Eh. So when we
No,
not
with
talk,
what
the
the
fear will start to finish.
no, with what the guys did today in
Mhm.
Abuja is the one that is pushing them to do this. They intend to keep VDM for a very. I don't think they even wanted him to leave. I'm sure they would have just hidden him. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate
Uh,
that
uh,
that thing was busted.
thank you.
Let
Thank you
them
so much. I
continue
really
for the
appreciate
young people, and we are so happy about the young people, the way they have decided to continue to fight for this country. It's a terrible thing. We just
Thank
pray
you.
for
Thank you so much.
that
Thank
their
you.
spirit continues. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. Enjoy the
Okay.
rest of the
You're
evening.
welcome.
Thank you and goodbye. All right. For those asking how they can join the conversation, in the comment section on YouTube, there is a pinned post. If you check on that pinned post, there's a link inside the pinned post that can direct you straight into the studio, or you call the WhatsApp number attached to that pinned post. Yes, the WhatsApp number is there, is attached to the pinned post. Kindly go through. Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Good evening, Auntie
Sir,
Precious.
sir.
The highest aproko.
You saw that thing I did, right? Not tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, I beg. No cast them. No loud them too
I
much.
beg you. I know they loud down.
Thank you. You're welcome. This is Leo from
So,
Texas, right?
yes.
Leo, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's
I
hear you.
said,
Mm.
you know, when you see people like Inamde Kanu, they call Nigeria a zoo, right? What is he referring to? He says because place where people not get control, people not get rule of law, they happen. Why do you arrest somebody? You know you not get any charge against the person. Just yes, people they complain. No, they mean say arrest. So you arrest somebody, which is the criteria of arresting somebody, which is the whole issue. Why do you arrest somebody? Do you arrest the person because you have found them guilty, or you arrest them because they don't commit a criminal offense? Or say you go indict, like they say they go indict somebody, if then they arrest them. Say this money offense we don't commit. Now offense like with Boko Haram, people don't commit offense. People where they commit the real criminal activities for Nigeria, you know they arrest them. You know, they arrest them. People where they recently find billions for their account, they say they find 80 billion.
Yes, so no. That one are just a tip of it. Oga, make I just remind you. See that 80 billion, I just introduction. It's just like you're doing introduction, not just the beginning. When by the time we enter further, if you see more.
You don't arrest that man.
They say they question them.
They question them. But they are living in their houses and they are questioning them. So why didn't they invite very dark man to confess? And let's say we are inviting you, come, we'll ask you questions and then we investigate. That's how a country which has the rule of law they function. When they call person, you ask, you say, okay, I'm hearing these people's side of the story. I want to hear your own side of the story. Means you are neutral. Because EFCC as an organization where they enforce law, as a law enforcement organization, has to be neutral. You cannot be biased because that show every indication that they are biased. Okay? Because if one person come complain to you, say, Mr. Leo, they do this to me. First of all, you go say, okay, now what you want me? May make case. I go someone Mr. Leo, he go come, we will ask inside of the story, we will put the story together and say, okay, this story, the way they will go measure them before you go can't say, oh, Mr. Leo, you wrong, or there's no case. Then you go dismiss the case, say there's no case, there's nothing to charge to court. But you not go arrest person, you never even do investigation, you not even get anything to charge somebody for court. See, Namdi Kanu done for DSS.
10 years. Now the case don't they go on 10 years.
And now they charge. What kind of when then they go to say Peter Obi they demarket Niger or people that you only find a bad thing about your country? What is the good thing about Niger? May they spread the news? May they tell us? May they tell us in a hunger? Now say people they die, kidnappers they kidnap people, they steal minerals for Zamfara, they steal minerals for the north. They know they are looting the north. If you see nothing as they angry, not be because of anything that the insecurity where they cause the minerals underground where they loot them, they come up for Nigeria and nobody did say anything.
Thank you so much, Mr. D. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No
vex. Calm down. Make I pour you water. I get his water. Make her bring her no vex. Calm down a bit.
Thank you.
We need you alive and safe. Thank you so much, Mr. Lee. I appreciate it.
You said they be careful. Because
I know they talk anything on my own. No, everything what I talk, they inside papers. The papers them. So if they want hold anybody, may they go meet the papers and hold. Not be me right now. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're supposed to protect you because we are the voice of the voiceless. They give us the platform to talk our minds. Now our minds we they talk, now we they talk. Not be she they talk.
Thank you so much. Now I talk and waiting concern me. I don't put too much for your talk. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Liu. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, all right. Whoops, my phone lines are buzzing non-stop. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello?
Yes, welcome, please.
Thank you. This is my FIFA again.
Mike, welcome. Sorry, I see you've been joined. Come Vamos again.
No,
welcome.
If I follow you for my laptop, you go come. I go follow you, pursue you. Come. Not you say make we they follow you. Or you like?
You go. I be your village woman. No, follow me like your village people. Go ahead.
The other guy was comparing Nigeria with Guatemala, but the fact is that Nigeria is even worse than.
Stop it now. Don't be saying all this now. Please.
No, the truth must be told. This is a country where you don't have anything against anybody. You just arrest that person. Then after arresting that person, you now start, thinking, which charge should I put on his head now? I think this thing don't tire me.
Wallahi. You know that my guest has said this several times. That it's supposed to be investigation before arrest. But for Nigeria, they do arrest before investigation. Which is very sad.
They don't even arrest.
Very, very
sad.
They
don't even arrest. They capture. They grab. And if they grab you, they start beating you.
First of all, criminalizing you before finding you guilty of a criminal act.
I'm telling you. And in the case of VDM, it's quite unfortunate, honestly. EFCC is no longer what it used to be during Obasanjo's tenure. You know that time now under Ribadu.
You sure say no be Obasanjo start this thing? What did they use and do? Remember Alamisia and Ibori case? You sure say no be him start to use them to fight political opponents? We make other governors learn from presidents learn from them. You know that's why I'm sorry. I've said this several times that I blame Obasanjo for anything where they happen for this our current democracy. Now Obasanjo head I blame. I admire him. Don't get me wrong. I don't blame him because I think he's a bad person, but his ambition to do third term. In fact, now him set the example of what they go through. First of all, person when be say enter inside office, so you know, say constitution be no day to use put you into government. And now after your state, do you know Passenger was not sworn in with the constitution during his first tenure? Now after he's swearing in, now they go bring something put together. When you call you swear in National Assembly members, then they be mad. Now, knowing and seeing that constitution at the end of the day, that it is not something that can unite this country or move the country forward. Why you no push? Instead of it to they put money for National Assembly, then they use carry you go second, third, third, we make you and Atiku get problem. Why you no push that assembly? Say no. These are the flaws I have noted. Get executive bill. Carry executive bill. Go make them change. Make some changes. You had an attorney general and he had brilliant minds in his administration. Why did he not do the needful? Because it will say he no overuse power as in user. Therefore, no people like these people waiting in power now for no they cite example. You can imagine when you cite example of suspension of president, they go say, oh, Obasanjo governor. They say Obasanjo did it. You cite this one, they say, oh, Obasanjo did it. So they are always because now he sets the precedence of what they go through, and that's why I blame him. Go ahead, please. Sorry for taking your time.
Now, that's Obasanjo's tenor. I believe that people when Obasanjo always come after, then mainly politicians. You understand? But nowadays, these people they are going against activists, human rights activists, and people.
You don't understand now. See, I have you have your own as my teacher in class. You have the right to teach me, and it is within my own prerogative to learn the way I understand them. If we get 50 for class, the way you take Mr. A take understand the teacher lesson, not be the way Mr. B go use understand. Now make if we write essay, our writing and explanation of a particular topic or question would be different. So he don't teach them now. What he teach them? They have decided to learn their own way and take it top notch. And they don't increase the volume, they raise up. It is now that is the problem. He the president. That's the problem. And they can't decide to learn and pass up. Wait, BC teach them. You know somebody, you can be better than your professor, right? And that's exactly what happened here, or what's happening here. Forgive me, Jerry. I'd make another headache for Nigeria matter.
Okay. People like Yahaya Bello, Demokowa, Akpabio, Ojuzokano, Rojas, Zibazo. Those ones now just they walk up and down. See the kind people now where these people they go arrest. Waiting a very dark man now. We make to go carry out. Yahaya Bello, all these people they flex muscle. They no send anybody again. Because they know say EFCC no go do them anything. EFCC no know what they go do. They go just they pursue, they chase after all these Yahoo boys. And nowadays, if you get the one way happen for the EFCC can't carry one guy, we make people one beat them. They say what in this guy do. Person in the old person. People person in the old go call EFCC. And they owe you. I can't tell you, say, I don't get the money now. See the time why I go pay you. That I reach. I don't get the money. I still communicate you. No, this I run. He go call EFCC. EFCC just carry their gun. Every call arrest the people. Go arrest those guys. People gather them one beat them before they run. Now this guy work. Now the board of operation. Now this guy say what did they do? And which kind EFCC be this? They leave corrupt politicians. Okay, you know see that time where Yahaya Bello the flex months who say they no fit arrest them. Say if let her go their cap and go there say don't come, they don't fit do anything come out. But see person where go back, they give information, they come there carry up, cover an eye, they beat them. They no fit check and go out.
Thank you, my brother.
Today on Monday.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Let's see. Mr. Dilau, you have to help me. Dilia Uto. I don't know. Please help me call your name. Hello, brother. You're welcome. Hello. Are you there? Mr. D. Mr. D. Mr. D, you there? All right. I think you just wanted to join from the back door and listen from there. I appreciate you. Yeah, this message says, Precious, you can please tell me what EFCC is for. I did not mention after the fraud start. Now, like financial crimes now, that is money crime. But not just financial crimes as it's got to do with politicians, so including within you, if you do business transaction where you do person and all of those things, EFCC has the right to step into the matter, right? But here you are. It'd be like say people don't know exactly the cruise. We are on a criminal reign. Oh my goodness, don't say that. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. No, you cannot join from here. I'd announced it before, Mr. Diligent Author. You can't join from here. There's a WhatsApp number on the pinned post inside that was inside. Sorry, there is a message that is pinned right now in the comment section. If you click on that message that is pinned, there's a WhatsApp number inside. There's also a link that you can join, with which you can join into the studio. So that's how you can access the studio, right? Please. You're not live and I can't see you. I can't see you at all. I guess you do not know how to go about this. Hello, good evening, Mr. Chugs. Mr.
Good evening.
Chugze, good evening and
Oh,
welcome. Go ahead.
can you hear me?
Very well.
Sorry, I don't know. I've been trying to join, but it keeps cutting off. So I,
I don't
I
know. I don't know. My village people, I did not ask them to follow me like that. I say you people should follow me like my village people. I did not say village people should come. Sorry. Oh dear, I think his network. I think the network is there again. I think it is the network. I cannot accept you on WhatsApp. You have to call me on WhatsApp, Mr. Diligent Auto. You have to call on WhatsApp or you join the live chat through that through the link that I don't even have your number, so there's no way I can accept you. I'm not seeing you anywhere. So if you join the WhatsApp through the link that is on the pinned post, that's how I can see you. You understand? You call on WhatsApp call. You just call on WhatsApp. That's how I can see you. Call on WhatsApp. Apologies. I think we're having network issues today, and it seems just they cut people out, up and down. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Hello. 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 Okay. While I'm at that, hello, good evening, and welcome.
How are you, Sister Precious?
I did fine. Oh.
Yeah, they enjoy your conversation. And
Thank
Nigeria, another story. Another story.
We go survive. We go
Another
better.
another story. You know the best thing for the way I see the best thing to work for Nigeria be saying like here Cape Town. I don't know whether you don't hear about some white community where they call Orenia. Orenia. If you Google them, Orenia. Orenia, there. If you go to Cape Town, they got to where they call Orenia. That place, you can imagine upon how developed South Africa is. Still, that Orenia there, no corruption. Wait till I tell you, no corruption. You Google and you go see. Even if you they go there, not limited. If you they go in the street, if you go in the street from morning to night, your phone go there for ground. Nobody go pick up for Orenia.
For South Africa, where on get crime plenty up and down.
No, wait till I tell you not true. Make you Google and say that tell you Orenia.
Nice.
But if you go for Joburg, Durban,
that's
places not too much crime. You know what in the anything where they now leaders, now them be the problem.
How?
Now them be the problem. Our leaders now problem.
How you take put on for the leader's head like this?
You see what happen?
How you take put on for leader's head like this?
Make I tell you why I say the leaders where no the law. They above law. Our leaders they above law. Okay, make you check that guy when they go arrest. Normally for here, as I they tell you now, police say arrest me couple of just arrest me illegal detention. I sue them. You they hear me? I sue for this country. I take them to court. I sue them.
For South Africa, and you win the case.
Yes.
Oh wow.
They go pay. It's still there on. They go pay me They go pay me for, they arrest me on Friday, keep me Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, they don't take me to court. Now, they go come up me for court from the bar. They say no, nothing again, make I go. Now, I go sue them. I go sue them.
So how the case go? You win the case?
No, the case still they on. This case still they on, and I'm 100% to win them. I'm 100% to win them. And again, another thing again, they say, this thing now for Akpabio case, where did they talk? Akpabio, this the president to not get power to unrule waiting there for court already.
Thank you.
Okay, check. If na Nigeria, if you put Zuma, if you arrest president, they arrest President Zuma, put him for still with jail. You know fit happen for Nigeria.
And now waiting make crime no go. And now waiting make all this yama no go stop.
Yes, you know say for South Africa where you say the crime day, you know say you fit go for if you go for clicks. If you stand for clicks, you go see commissioner for police as in they stand for queue. You go see premier governor. If you want to see governor Nana, you go see him.
Thank
you.
No
escort.
Thank you. Just help me hurry here. I get a lot of people lined up and time. I need to wrap up. I need to wrap up.
Nigeria, another problem.
Thank
Seriously.
You.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Zekbo, you're welcome. Mr. Zekbo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You're welcome.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Okay, on your light. Either call for if you don't want us to see your face or you're just using the audio. How can you be in United Kingdom where you people have light? And you don't go on like don't be doing us like this. Because me and be one closer than Nigeria you be.
Sorry, I'm actually at work. I'm actually at work. Yeah.
Okay,
Please, I just want to make some contributions. Yeah, I would like us to begin to streamline some things in our country. One, if a professor who rigged the election is in jail and the beneficiary of the rigging is still in office, does it make any sense? I don't think.
Did you watch my life in the afternoon?
Yes, I did. I did, but I believe I believe you are making sense, and that's why I had to make out my time, even when I'm at work, to contribute because you're making sense. But I believe there are people, the journalists, the print media, the social media, the TVs, you guys are doing well. But this is, I think those who you are talking to do not listen to you people. Or rather, they listen, but they
listen. Why would they go and arrest a Martins Vincent or say, if they don't listen? So for your mind, you think say the way they use see VDM post, they see this post.
This that we're on the same page. I think our leaders are too adamant. Our leaders are too arrogant. I'm sorry to say this because they are elders and what have you. But what I'm saying in essence is that, come to think of it, someone into an office, and I expect the court or the judge who passed that sentence to also include the beneficiary of that rigging. You understand what I mean here? So the judge is ought to have included the beneficiary of that fraud, being Akpabio. You get what I mean? Then after that, we'll talk of a very dark man issue. I've told, if those who can go through my X handle, I told them from day one. You see, some people are decamping from PDP to APC. and they are saying they are no longer PDP. But there is a man who will not die well. Yes, Wike, who is one leg in PDP, one leg in APC, who is an instrument that APC is using to destroy PDP, even though they are all the same. Just like I borrowed the word of Pharaoh Timi, that we should not die in their war. We should not die because they are the same. They are the same. But what I'm saying in essence is now this. The Nigerian leaders, the issue they have with very dark man, I think it's going to expose all of them. Many of us left because we could do nothing. Many of us left because when we react, they tear gas us, they arrest us, they jail us because they have all it takes. I need, those who would do these things, they have weaponized poverty to the extent that even when we begin to protest, they still use our youth who are supposed to join the protest. They use the poor to make our protest look like it's a violent protest, so that they will have an avenue, a reason to come against us. But all of these things will come and go. But the most important thing, the Nigerian youth, I watched this woman, Kingibe, Reti Kingibe, saying that we are complacent. Nigerian youth are complacent. But
I see that, I've been worried them up. I
some
say the
people did
same
not
youth wey
get
vote
the
for her, we give her the opportunity when she not
context
dey
from
fight for
which
her
is not
life.
supporting APC.
Yes. Mm. That they're not acting. But how much action does she have?
Yeah.
How did
So
she
I
act when
was
her fellow woman
shocked.
got killed by bandits? So
Even when we
go on,
are
please.
treating, when we took Wike was treating her, and she had the might unfair. It's quite unfair. But so the issue is that I did well. But more of Nigerian youth who supported, I'm sorry, the current president today, they are
Hmm.
there are still some youth in Nigeria, Tinubu. Today, as we are talking, if you open this line all for everybody, there are people who attack those who speak against
Oh,
the
the line
current
is on.
administration.
The line is on for everybody, and they are free to come in, please.
Okay,
The line
yeah,
is
maybe they don't want to
on.
come in, or they are beginning to understand. But I say it:
Kindly help me wrap up, please. I need to
if
go. My
there
time is
is
already
need,
fast spent. Thank you so much.
okay,
Thank you.
I will just my appeal to Nigerian youth is not allow anybody under any grace to buy you over, because something is coming,
Thank
something is
you.
about to happen. Nigerian youth, do not allow anybody to buy you over. We will reclaim
Thank
our
you.
land. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mr. Pansat, you have just about 2 minutes because we're ending this show in the next 2 minutes, really. It's like 10 in the next within this hour, please. Kindly help me hurry.
Yeah,
Good evening and welcome.
I'm basically here
Welcome.
for moral support.
Did you go play golf?
No,
Okay. I just thought to ask.
I'm
Well done.
basically here for moral support.
Thank you.
You could cut me down as short as you want in this one.
Thank you.
The comment, your panelists and guests have been on the money brave. So even though they're not on camera, which means they could, they're at liberty to say whatever they want. Some of them are at work, but they're making the point and they're telling you the way it is. I believe between the last time we spoke and now, it broke that Akpabio has stepped down from a presidential panel.
You should go back and watch the beginning of this. Don't worry yourself. You know me, I they give on a
All right,
steady. You should go and
that's
watch
right.
from the beginning. I think you just came. You're just coming in. Don't
Yeah, I'm
worry.
just
Go back
having
and
it.
watch it.
That's right.
Ah, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. No,
Okay.
trust me.
I
I got
post.
you. I'm that G. I got you.
Okay. Also, we know you're one of our daughters and a professional coming
Thank
from
you. Go
mainstream.
ahead.
So that's good. So I saw some of my brothers who came up here, including Man of Prestige, and they've covered everything pretty much. I'm just here for moral support. So I'll let you
Thank
go
you.
on with the show.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
haven't heard
so
anything I
much.
disagree with, so
Thank
I'm
you.
good.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate you. Let's see if this brother can speak for just half a second and we wrap it. Mr. Dio. Mr.
Hello,
D.
madam. Can you get?
Sir,
Yes.
finally I get to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
been thinking you were spirit too.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
online. I've been trying to add you on
what is
WhatsApp,
your
but I
name?
don't know.
What is your name?
Yeah. My name is Dile Otto.
Dilioto.
Dile Otto.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Daily Auto. All right, go ahead. Where are you calling from? Oh, yeah, it's butchered you out again. Sincere apologies. Mr. Dilly, it's not me. Oh. It's not me. Oh. It wasn't me. Oh. It was Shaggy. It wasn't me at all. And I think I've got to call it a day at this point. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I think the platform just keeps booting some people out. But I appreciate all of you. It's been an amazing conversation. I'll see you again in the afternoon tomorrow for another wonderful live session. And we'll repeat it again in the evening. As for now, we're doing it twice daily until maybe I think I would have to look for a way to employ somebody who would handle some of this stuff for me and I see if I can come on more frequently and perhaps do more videos frequently. I love you guys. I appreciate you big time. Thank you. Let's continue to talk for the development of our country. I love you. Protect your mental health no matter what happens there. Because wahala be like saying they finish for Nigeria, but other countries they finish once in a while. They take pause for God to see us through. Yeah, we always pray. But I know. But I do hope that we go begin take action instead of just praying. I love you. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Take care.